Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you don't know me, my name is Marco. I think I am technically an Ateneo graduate. So yeah, I'm a BS Bio graduate from Ateneo. And in this video, I want to show you guys how I use Notion. Now, I had this idea because I think I've been using it for about a year now. And so far, the way I use it has changed over the time. And now I just want to show you guys the end result. There's no comparison to the before because I haven't really been filming before. So I think I might come off as a techie person, but to be honest, I rarely take on new apps. Taking on a new app is a big investment for me because I have to research what it can do, what I can do for it, how am I gonna fit it into my life, which already is a network of pre-existing stuff that I am used to. Basically, I hate switching over to other apps because it's just too hassle. So this video has two parts, timestamps are down below. First part is how I use Notion so far. I have 4 divisions actually, you can see it on the left side of the screen, but I will focus more on YouTube, personal, and resonance calendar because those are the main things I use Notion for. When it comes to YouTube, I'll just click right here. I use it for managing all the scripts and video ideas that I have. I like it because it gives me the chance to organize the stage at which the video idea is currently in. So right now I have 3 main subcategories. I have indefinite, listed, and scripted. So my whole workflow is basically this. So you can see here up top, there's something called a video idea template. So every time I click this new video idea, it makes its own Google Docs type file, or I can just add a script to it like here. So the first flow that this lets me do is I have a video idea. So for example, how I use Notion. Now there are different pathways that this can go. So if at the moment I became inspired and just kept writing a script for it, it immediately goes to the scripted category. But if it's still an idea and even after a few days, I see that, I don't really have a script for it, it goes to the listed. If I do script it and I think that it's not really relevant today, I move it to the indefinite portion of the status. I have something called a content calendar. So this is basically how I map out the content that I want to put out. And I use this calendar to plan backwards. And actually, the perfect example is this video. You can see in this calendar, today is May 25. And I have how I use Notion on Friday. So by the time you're watching this, it's already Friday. Leading up to that Friday schedule, I finalized the script last night. I'm already filming today. Hopefully finish editing by the 27th and then just make final touches before the 29th even rolls up. The next part I want to talk about is personal. Let's just go to personal right now. I use personal to really keep track of the books that I want to read, that I have read, and I am currently reading. And those are exactly the categories I have or the status of the books I have. The cool thing about Notion that I want to show you guys is it has different views. So this is the status view that I made. And then I can make a different view, which is category. So in this type of view, the books are sorted in a different way. So I have business, finance, investing, lifestyle, education, medicine, philosophy, politics, and no categories because I don't know what to put it under. And like I said a while ago, I love Notion because it creates a Google Docs type file for every name that I put on here. So let's say a mind for numbers as an example. So for a mind for numbers, you can see all of my notes inside this specific file. And the last part of how I use Notion is something called a resonance calendar. If you watch my previous video right here, I talk about how resonance calendars are basically your main takeaways from a video, book, article, or whatever. And I use resonance calendar for exactly that. Well, the main thing is I use it for online videos instead. Because for books and articles, I write them down in the personal part. I got this from Ali Abdaal, by the way. And so far, it's been pretty good for me. So the next part of the video is actually going to be about what I think so far. And so far, honestly, I love this app. I've been using it for about a year now, and it has helped with my productivity because I have a specific app just for YouTube, books, and things I find insightful. I honestly can't imagine my workflow with YouTube if it weren't for Notion. But my one gripe with it is its offline features aren't that good. So I have to only keep it at my laptop because on the iPad it isn't as good. The app on the iPad feels a bit clunkier, as in it's not as fluid if you use it on a laptop. But I think there are updates here. I just don't bother anymore because my workflow already integrated itself on a laptop perspective. And now the third part of this video, which I think is a good way to end this video on, which is what is the potential of Notion. So I started off the video with how I use it, and now we're moving on to how I could possibly use it or how you guys can possibly use it. First is for school. I tried using it for school, but then it didn't really stick because I don't really use my laptop for notes, and the Notion app on the iPad isn't really that good on offline features. So I tried to use it to keep track of all the classes I have. So here is first sem, here is second sem, then here are all the orgs that I joined. Each subject gets its own template, which is this. It has a schedule, prof, syllabus, and requirements. I tried using it for note-taking, but it didn't really stick. So I used it for Cornell note-taking method. And I also tried to use it as a status tracker for each chapter that I studied. So it's either I read a book, revised my notes, or made flashcards. When it comes to potential, I have a few examples. You can use it for school. I already showed you how I use it for school. You can also use it for personal stuff like journals right here. You can also use it for goals, and also for habit trackers. Those are the more general reasons why you can use it. And this is where I got the content calendar. You can also use it for a content calendar, and you can also use it for a budget tracker. Personally, I don't use this, but you know, the possibility is endless because it does have some Excel type features to it. Okay, that pretty much ends this video. Hopefully you guys found this entertaining, insightful, and helpful. If you guys like this video, don't forget to leave a like down below. If you guys loved it, please do subscribe so I know you guys are liking my content. Question for the video. I realize I haven't been doing these lately. What are the apps you use for keeping track of, I guess, habits, schedules, to-do lists, and journaling? I'm really curious because, you know, I might try it, but not sure if it's gonna stick. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe here. Next video's up there. Hopefully I see you guys in my next videos. Peace.